Give it a second to go live. And it looks like it's live. Yes!
It is.
Excellent. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my weekly stream. That's right, weekly, same day, every day. No, not the same day, every day. Every Monday. There we go. I'm professional. Anyway.
Yay!
It's gonna
and
be-
you repeated that.
It's going to be at the same time. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Central or 6 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, occasionally I will have guests, as you probably just heard. Today I have PingerSurprise.
Why, hello there.
Who, of course, decided to build tension for his own self-introduction there by giving a pause. But anyway, so today you might have guessed from the fact that there is an art program open on the screen right now. Today is going to be an art stream. I've got some various projects that I'm going to be working on today. This is actually what I started working off with today, but there's actually going to be a special thing that came up at the very last second, because, of course, it did. Today happens to be the birthday of a friend of mine, Dawn, who has been supporting me both through Patreon and just as a wonderful person and as a friend. It is their birthday today, so I'm going to see if I can put together some art for them at the very last second. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was already your birthday.
Yay.
The other thing that's actually going to be a part of streams like this is actually going to be that I'm going to be taking doodle commissions, which is basically you get a very rapid-fire, short sketch that's probably not of super high quality, but just you get to request something for me to doodle live on the stream for about $1 or $2, whatever amount you want to do, and I will put that actually... I will do that live. I also have bits now. I've become an affiliate with Twitch. All of this announcement stuff out of the way and everything. Let me see if I can find you guys an example of some of the stuff that you might get if you decide to actually donate, which is in the link in the little panels underneath the actual stream itself. But let me see if I can grab you examples of what came up, for example. I can do something fairly serious, which was, this was a request from Rick in AZ, which was a coyote going, ah, wow, wow, wow. Or, let's see. There was someone, Binio, requested that I draw my friend Griffin saying, Ligma balls.
Yay.
Hello, people. It's good to see you.
Hello, Melody.
Yee.
And hello, Raven.
Hello! Yes, I've got the bits thing now. And then, of course, you can request things like Toriel cleaning up things with a flaming mop. I mean, why not? Thanks, Jay, for that. You have improved the world by virtue of that. Anyway, if at any point you are interested in contributing to that, like I said, the donation link is underneath the stream. So... all of that out of the way, let's get to some of the arting. Hello!
Yay.
Hello, people!
Crimson.
There may be some other people joining us in time. We shall see. I know that normally I'm joined by CyberneticPinkeye, aka Griffin. Unfortunately, he had to go do this thing called being busy for one day.
Yay.
It's weird, because sometimes he ends up having a life outside of whatever I'm doing, and I'm not used to that.
Yeah. He's attempting at people.
He is attempting a people. He is, yes, alright, let's see. Now, this is very much last second. Let's see. I am very good at the drawing thing, and of course doing, art-related things for friends and everything.
Yeah.
God. I also wish that I was in general better at hats. Fortunately, I should still be able to dig up a reference for it. Because once upon a time, Dawn actually commissioned me. Because they're an absolute sweetheart, and when I opened commissions once upon a time, they were like, yeah, can you draw this, and this? Here's the specifics, gave me all of the references that I could possibly need. And I believe they are still using that as their icon, so... yes,
Nice.
I hope he is covering his ass. I hope he is also... Yes, I do hope that he is covering his ass. Because if he's not... Well, he better watch it at least. You know, that
Because
sounded...
if I'm not, it's gonna be painful.
Are you washing his ass?
I mean,
I don't think you're allowed to wash his ass. Perhaps watching his eyes. Goodness, somewhere Griffin is having some sort of seizure. Goodness. Yes! Well, it's actually, at the moment, it is for them their birthday, so I'm going to be working on some art for them today. Yes, it did sound like I said washing, so let's wash Griffin's ass. Oh.
oh no.
What did you walk in on? Roses were red? I'm not sure, to be quite honest. Alright, how do I draw hats? I guess that's what references are for.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, if you like, depending on the type of hat you want to do, I also gave you that reference I gave you, but I don't know if this is gonna be the same hat.
Oh no, this is...
I think it's like a, how is it called? Like a sort of cap.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the French cap. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also a bit of delay for you watching through the stream, so bear that in mind. Also-
I mean, by the way, in your settings of Twitch, did you activate the instantaneous? I
The
don't know how
minimum
it's
lag?
called. Yeah.
I have
Do you
not.
like-
But
All right.
part of, I mean, this is the thing is there's a quality sacrifice among everything else. It always turns
Yeah.
into one of those streams or those steams, as you have put it, Spellbound Prince. It is always one of those steams. We get really steamed up around here.
Steamy.
And I have, of course, someone messaging me.
Lore, yes.
Lore, no. Lore, yes. Lore, yes.
Metathon, yes.
Oh, goodness. Alright. Well, I also apologize because I can dig around for references, but I'm trying to do this fast so that I can do something. Because I didn't know that it was their birthday today. And you know, I'm sure that you meant for there to be words in there somewhere, but
At some point there wasn't.
Lore,
Then at the end I did say something.
Lore, perhaps. Alright. But yes, I'm Pinger being alright, that is a loaded question.
Never.
But
I am never all right because I'm all left.
Whoa! What a wacky sense of humor! Is that because you're French?
French humor, yay!
I love how there's like a slight distortion as you do that. French humor, and then there's like robotic, like Digitization in the middle of all of that.
It's like a malfunctioning clown robot.
Mare, don't tell Pinger not to speak. He's trying. You know, the only way for him to get better at it is to keep trying.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Don't worry about making, spelling errors as a quote unquote. Okay, as a professional writer, I don't mean to put quote unquote on that. I mean, God. All right, this is the Foot and Mouse stream. We're gonna cancel it. Canceling. Okay. I have known people who have been exceptionally good writers for all of their lives, and they still misspell shit. I am someone who has prided myself on not just my ability to speak, which is clearly failing me today, but also my ability to write. That's not correct.
Joy.
And I am on stream caught misspelling caterpillar initially.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as Pinger knows because he actually did the editing on that.
Yeah.
And he even focused in on it. He called attention to the fact that I couldn't spell caterpillar. I eventually spelled it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to accidentally discredit your career. I'm sorry. I am apparently very good at doing an obnoxious voice.
Oh, you want me to be obnoxious?
Well, I mean, you
Is
can...
that a challenge?
I'm not challenging you. I would not dream of challenging you.
Never challenge me.
Oh, goodness.
Never, ever again.
Oh, no.
Oh,
But-
yes.
Alright, let's see.
I'm gonna be right back. I need to put one things or two in the fridge.
Oh.
Yeah.
You go ahead and do that, then.
My
Yes.
cat, for example. I mean, I don't have a cat.
Of course you don't have a cat. They're going in the fridge.
Well, if they were in the fridge, I would have a cat.
Why does the amount of voice increase? That is a good
What?
question.
Very good question. I'm the only person here. Wait, what?
I mean, there may be more voices that you just can't hear.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm only one person. Shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up.
You're only
Anyway.
one person, huh? Alright, you go ahead and go put your things in the fridge and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm all alone! You'd think that after years and years of making content completely on my own on the internet would have prepared me for such an eventuality. You'd be wrong. I can't draw hands, so I'm so sorry for anyone who has to watch me drawing hands, which is all of you right now.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. Ah, goodness.
Yeah.
Goodness. No one can draw hand. Well, I mean, you're right and you're wrong. There are some people who draw hands really, really well.
Of course.
Why must we torture you with the voice even with As Hope not here? Well, I wish I could give you an answer to that.
I don't know.
I mean, it
I don't even
seems
know what you're talking about.
it seems like one of those things that just, happens. And it happens around this stream a lot.
A lot of times.
Many, many times. Over. And
Stop before you start.
and over. And over.
And over. And over. And over.
And
Anyway.
And pinger, 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 pinger. Okay. I love how it's inevitable that we get to that point.
Yeah.
I have made a hand that is too small. I can fix that. That's a little too big. I think that should be about right. No,
I'm gonna fix it.
I can fix it! No, I can't. I am bad at the arts! And yet
No.
I am streaming myself doing it.
You are good at the arts.
I am mediocre. I am...
You are better than me, which is not very good, difficult to do anyway, but still.
I am meaty yogurt. Which is not a great combination of flavors most of the time.
You are yogurt of noon?
I'm sorry, what? Oh,
Meaty yogurt.
No, meaty. As in, like, steak.
Oh, meaty, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Still a yogurt of noon. Because that would probably be during lunch.
Never have been in one of these streams. Well, this is a mainstay with a bunch of us flirting either with each other or with the audience. That is actually a very common thing. Nah. I mean, you're not wrong. It's a good source of protein.
I didn't pronounce the word dick. We're not in that state yet.
Well, give it a minute.
1, 2, 3. Dick balls.
No.
Yes.
Also,
I mean, it's full of protein, you said.
Okay. I'm just kind of like, again, looking up references for information about what I got. What do we mean by yet? Pinger, what are you doing?
What? I don't know. She's asking you the question.
I don't. How do I know that dick has protein? Because it's made of meat.
Yeah.
Protein is just one of those things that, protein's in a lot of different things. One of the reasons why you can actually dig around in some vegetarian or even vegan substitutes for meat, because they will have protein as part of the makeup. It's not going to be quite the same thing, not the same kind of protein, and it'll break down still differently, but there are certain proteins that you still need to get, and they exist in nature. But I can imagine that dick would in fact have quite a bit of protein.
And instead of dig around, I thought you were about to say dick around.
Well, I don't need to do that. There's plenty of that clearly already happening. Alright.
You dig around a lot?
Well, I can't say that I do. It's never been a top priority for me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it seems like the birthday star is not going to be able to join us for now, which is a shame because I would love for them to be able to perhaps at least see the process here.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to know eventually.
Yeah. And if they don't, I'm gonna say it now. Bon anniversaire!
And I know something that's going to end up making it into the highlight reel because you like screaming it! And also It's in French. And you're biased towards yourself. Don't think I haven't noticed that trend, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We got peen on the brain. I mean...
It's not my fault. It's not my fault I'm the funniest of the bunch.
Pinger is trying.
And fails.
No. You're not... Well, you're not failing any more than, say, I am on a regular basis.
No. Well, I mean, not entirely.
Oh, thanks. But let's see. I am good at the arts, and especially when I do the arts for friends.
Yay!
Um. I don't think I like that.
Spellbound Prince, at first I read actually lore genital issue had notably less protein than other issues.
Well, the lore genital issue is none of your business. Oh, God, I wish I could do clothing folds. Especially, I wish I could do them as well as Dawn does them. If you have not seen Dawn's art, by the way, you absolutely should go check it out. I know that they've done a lot of things for Undertale Genocide the Musical by Lemon Light Productions. They have done a lot of their stuff on their own Tumblr, and I wish that I knew every instance of the art that they do, but everything that I've ever seen from them has been astounding. Even if dicks don't have a lot of protein in them, that doesn't really change that, like, they still have protein. Maybe not the best source of protein, but they would still have protein. That's the thing. Like, just in general, I mean, if you want to go for protein, then you want to go for something that's a little bit more rich, perhaps even some of the cattle that we've already, or the domesticated animals that we've set up for explicitly that purpose.
Mm-hmm. Still delicious.
But, if you're really short on time and you don't have time to go hunting down your local domesticated animal in order to get yourself some protein, just make sure that you've got the consent of the person you're nomming the peen on.
Mm-hmm.
Get your peen on! Alright, so this conversation has officially gone to that place. So...
Yes. So now we can all go to other places. Yay!
I am still waiting for Mare to finish their sentence.
They just...
Well, you don't want to crunch it because, I mean...
Because, ouch!
It's usually a bigger favor to the other person if you, first of all, ask their permission, and second of all, if you, probably don't want to do that in the first place. Actual advice, don't do this. Joking advice, if you must do it quickly and try to cauterize in the process. So, superheat your teeth to however much it would actually, whatever temperature you would need in order to actually, superheat to cauterize as you bite down. I mean, alright. Let's move off of this subject officially. So, yeah. Let's see. I should probably actually name this.
Good idea.
And save the progress before I lose it. This is a tip for all of you artists out there. Remember to save. Save frequently. Save all of the time. Save even if you think you've just saved, because you will never know when your program will decide to pitch you like a fucking horse. It will destroy you. It will destroy everything you love. It will kill you. It will murder you in your sleep if you don't save your art on a regular basis. But yes, save. Hit Control-S or whatever program actually works on your computer. You might be using a Mac, in which case, fuck you. No, I'm kidding. If you're using a Mac, I don't know the actual controls for that. But regardless, save your art progress. If you don't, you're going to regret it. It's inevitably the days that you forget to actually save your art progress that something happens.
Essentially, you're gonna lose all your progress.
Yeah. So,
Which is a no.
yeah, you don't want that to happen. You really don't want that to happen.
Never lose your progress. That's bad. If you do, you should be ashamed of it.
No, let's not shame people for their art programs deciding to fuck up. I'm just
I
saying,
will shame them for not saving.
you will. I mean, I guess I can't really stop you, but we just had a conversation about dick munching. I don't think that we have any room to shame anyone right now.
No. Safe shaming is not the same as king shaming.
No.
No, it's not. It's really not.
Anyway. Oh, God. You get to see exactly how shitty I am at drawing a straight fucking line. Yes, you probably do. You probably do hear a kitty. I believe that was Blackjack that you just heard.
Oh, yeah.
Blackjack is not one of mine. He is one of the roommates. He is a sweetheart. He loves to put himself in the middle of everything. And he loves singing the song of his people. Frequently. Without provocation.
Properly titled, Meow, I'm Hungry.
Something along those lines, yeah. As a matter of fact. No, it's not even I'm hungry. It's quite frankly, more often than not, it's, attention! I need attention!
Yeah.
I need attention now! I mean, quite frankly, that's my call first thing in the morning. Attention! Well, I believe I now have the whole neighborhood's attention, so... It's gonna be like a doorbell at some point during the stream. Yes, we heard a report that there was someone who was screaming for attention over here. What the fuck? Yes, saving advice also applies to writers. You want to save, like, I mean, usually if you're using something like Google Docs to actually work in, which, I mean, can be actually kind of nice in some ways, especially for collaborative stuff, it will usually automatically save, but if you're working on your own writing stuff in your own time, on your own space, then you will want to save frequently, even if it's just a sentence. Because if you come up with the perfect sentence and you lose it because of a crash or a power outage or because the program suddenly stops working, well, that was Pinger.
Yeah.
That was Pinger that was yelling.
Who else?
I mean, Griffin isn't here.
I mean, who else would do that?
I mean, Griffin might. He actually has been known to do the turnaround and yell and scream thing. Although I still will not get over the time when he screamed at me because I started talking about the applicability of teeth in the bedroom. Literally shrieking because Mr. Vanilla cannot handle the truth. Cannot handle the teeth. Yes.
The teeth.
And that came through super distorted.
The robot strikes again.
I mean, I believe it's been mentioned that you play Metaton?
True.
At least in some of the circles that you... Yes. Bless Pinger. No.
Why not?
Bless Pinger. No. Like, no, that's... I was just quoting there both times there.
Yeah, I know.
Bless Pinger. No. What have I done? I've given him too much power. So in case you guys were wondering just how much I suck at drawing, and especially quickly, now you get to see how many times I use Control-Z. Because I suck.
Like, Gabe used Control-Z all the fucking time.
Yes, but he's a good artist. We're not slandering you! We're mostly slandering Asshope.
Yee.
Which, if he were here to defend himself, he would probably go, fair enough, actually.
Yeah.
He usually
Either that or listen.
Well, listen is... He would start off with listen, but probably go, fair enough. I suck at fingers!
You're sucking fingers?
No. Listen, what I do on my downtime has nothing to do with what I do when I'm streaming. I almost felt like I was about to break into I can do anything. Take a look, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow. I chose an interesting key to sing that in.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have something of a range. I think it's somewhere in the 3-octave range. Anyway, I haven't fully checked in a while. It's a little over 3 octaves, I think. There are some people out there who have amazing fucking octave ranges, and I cannot believe them. I still cannot believe that Asshope has the ability to go sub-octave.
Yes.
Well, I can absolutely serenade you. Crunch them No! If you have questions, feel free to ask them. I'll see what I can do to answer them and perhaps not actually traumatize you for life.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. No, we can go all over the place. God. We can go many places. We can visit many zones. But...
Yeah. I think JoJo also have an amazing range.
Oh, goodness, yes. Well, they've got an amazing voice, period, but...
True. That
That
is a fact.
I need to get around to actually covering shit with them.
Yay!
Yay!
I would love it!
Not that there's anything like that already in the works. Ooh.
Ooh.
Jesus, a 6-octave range? That's really impressive and incredibly rare.
Yeah, 6 is a lot.
Yeah, most people on average have a 2-octave range. A lot of, like, really trained professional people can get up to 3 or 4. Maybe even 5 octaves. 6 is very impressive.
6. I think I can go... I can't remember. Was it 3 or 4? I can't remember.
Wow. You don't gotta brag, Pinger. We already know you're awesome.
Aww.
You don't have to brag because we already know how wonderful you are. 5 minutes later, Pinger, shut the fuck up!
I just love how my aw is like between the aw cute, thank you, and also aw, why not?
Oh, God. I can't draw. La 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 la. I don't know why I picked this theme to sing.
You totally can.
I totally can what?
Draw.
Oh, you're wrong.
No, I'm always right.
You're not always
This
right. I'm always
This
right.
isn't deniable. No, this isn't deniable. This is fact. I'm always right. And when I say you can draw, I say you can draw, and this is fact, and I'm right. So you have nothing to say about it.
Well, the thing is about that is that
Accept my compliment!
I have also had a lot of proof that I am actually always, in fact, right. I am so right that I can literally summon weather. I know I told that story before when I was visiting
Yeah.
with Griffin, and I was like, this is nice. It would have been really great if we could have had this be foggy out today or overcast today. That would be the perfect ambiance for what we want to film. And then we get out to the location, and a fog rolls in, and it's like, how the fuck did I do that?
It's the power of timing.
Timing! The thing is that I will also say, however much range you have, it's actually what you do with that range. Like, there's some people who have incredible range, but sound absolutely terrible on every last one of their notes. I mean, obviously, it is clearly possible to, there are a lot of factors that go into talent as a performer. Whatever. I am good at the speaking.
Yeah. I mean, if you say, "Oh, I can go to the sixth of the," and you sound like, "Ah!" it doesn't count.
Yes, if you sound like that while you're singing, it does not, in fact, count for singing. The thing is, I will say that once you get up high enough, it is actually kind of like almost indistinguishable from screaming, but like there's the musical high-pitched note, and then there's the screechy high-pitched note, and you gotta be able to do the musical high-pitched note and not the screechy.
Yeah.
If you screechy the high-pitched note, you're going to kill someone.
Yes.
And if you don't kill someone, then I'm going to come for you and I'm going to kill you. Don't do that to someone. I actually have a fairly limited range, and I recognize whenever I start getting to that place where, like, I'm straining just to make sound at a certain height. So I recognize when I'm about to go screechy, and I try to avoid doing that now. Of course, when I'm just speaking, I suppose I like to go screechy.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm being deliberately obnoxious and not trying to sing. And yes, tone quality is a lot more important overall when it comes to performing. I can't believe that we manage in this stream to fluctuate between talking about things like remember to save your art and tone quality is a lot more important than range. Range is impressive, but tone quality is overall how you get the performance that you're looking for, as well as talking about dick munching and ass hope and washing his ass.
Of course.
This is what you get when you come to a stream of mine, I guess. I sent a picture!
Yeah.
Oh, God. And then crunching fingers. Why would you... No, we don't crunch fingers. I can't draw them, but that doesn't mean I'm going to eat them.
Stop crunching.
No, I will crunch if I want. I just won't crunch the... Anyway. God. Alright, so there's going to be a brief appearance of the picture that I did for Dawn for their commission. So you can see what I did there versus what I did here, which is why the fuck am I doing this? Alright, scrapping it up. No. Did you know what I haven't done for a while? I have not saved. There we go. I have saved my art. I can save my art whenever I like. And so I do! Because that's what a responsible artist does. Yee! I'm not sure what that added, Pinger. Other than the fact that you like to make noise.
I do like to make noise, yes.
So do I! What a coincidence! Okay. Oh, whoa! Oh, whoa! Again. Someone somewhere is twitching, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just made so many people out there go, like, quote that one dude. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Probably. Do, 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 do. Now, there are times when I regret not singing more often. And then I sing, and then I go, oh, that's why. And I have had so many people tell me that they're pissed off whenever I say shit like that, and I'm like, but I have heard me sing. I don't know. Which actually just kind of goes to show that sometimes you might actually be better at the singing thing than you give yourself credit for. But also, because I haven't said it in a while, hello to everyone is in the chat. I have been chatting with you, at least those of you who have been vocal, but I am glad for all of you who are tuning out. Jesus Christ, I do that every fucking time. Turning out today to tune in. I am a professional. I am super professional. That's true, Roses. You are always going to be your most harshest critic because, and I've heard it described this way and it makes sense, you are the one who sees what you wanted to create versus what you end up actually creating, and like you can see the discrepancy between what you imagined versus what you actually came up with. But what most people are going to see is the end result, which will look amazing. It will look like something that you created from nothing. So like you're like, oh, this looks terrible because it doesn't look exactly as you pictured it in your head, or it doesn't sound exactly as you pictured it in your head. But other people are like, oh my god, this sounds amazing because you did something that literally manufactured itself almost out of nothing. But it's important to give yourself credit because no matter what, you have fought to be at the level that you're currently at. You have trained yourself, you have done things over and over and over again, you have worked on your ability, and it doesn't matter if it's perfectly good yet, it doesn't matter if you're at professional quality or anything. The important thing is that you are doing something that you enjoy and can help bring joy to other people. Maybe even not necessarily a whole lot of people, but I can tell you that the satisfaction of seeing even just one person look at something and have that light turn on their eyes, you know, is incredible. Alright, let's see. Well, I guess all of the audio just decided to die.
Doopy-doopy-doo.
I know. Silence is never a bad thing.
Never.
But dead air when you're trying to be live, on the other hand.
Yeah.
But let's see.
I'm still searching my vocal range.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I can see why that would be distracting, especially what with the robot taking over, apparently.
Again? What is wrong with my connection tonight?
I don't know, it might be my connection. Boopy doopy doo! Boopy doopy doo, says Merity. I guess
Yeah.
I am indeed making fun of you, I'm sorry. But this isn't slandering you. This is just, you know, making fun of you instead. Which is better, apparently. Somehow. Yeah, I'm sorry. I am spontaneously loud. I'm one of those people where I actually have trouble, like, actually raising my voice. Like, actually yelling. I think I've only done so, like, maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. And that's quite a lot in life so far. But, let's see, checking reference. Let's see.
Reference.
Okay.
Agro.
And again, somewhere Griffin is incredibly jealous
Yes.
because we can roll our R's.
I mean, I'm not really rolling my arms. I'm making a French R, which is not rolling.
Well, yes. Sorry, I'm also distracted because of art thing as well as hunting for things, but yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying...
I'm as jealous as Griffin by people who can actually roll their R's. I can't.
Well, but you can actually speak French, which is not something that I can do. I can say the occasional phrase in French.
I mean, you can speak English thing that I cannot do well.
But it's not... It's... You speak English way better than I speak French.
I guess.
And that's the whole point. When it comes to second languages, you're way ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even really intentionally studied any French. Just about the only thing that I mean, I know the standard things, like, you know, the bonjour, which was in bonjour, merci, mais oui, etc. And of course,
Yeah.
je ne sais pas, or je ne fucking sais pas.
Fucking sais pas.
I love again that you and Dawn laughed at that.
Yes.
Because you guys got it. Like, you knew what I was saying.
Well, of course.
That's what I mean, though. Is like, it was immediate for the two of you, and the others were kind of like, what was that? Okay, make sure that the teeth are gonna be actually white. Somewhere. That's racist!
I finally found it.
You found your voice range?
Yep. 3.8.
I can't roll my arms at all, unfortunately. And hey, that's pretty impressive. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I can roll my right arm, but thanks to a shoulder injury, I can't do much rolling of the left arm. I don't know why I went into my commercial voice. But yeah, no, unfortunately, I did a dumb...
Because it's funny to do voices.
Well, yes, of course it's funny to do voices.
It is very funny indeed.
But anyway.
I wasn't yelling at you, by the way.
No, I know.
Because it really felt like I was like yelling at you and you were like, okay.
Now, if I wanted to make you feel bad, I'd like start actually crying live.
Oh. Yeah, I would feel terrible. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to have a guest on my stream. And I had to cry, Lord. I can't believe that you do this to me. He's yelling at me on my stream. Anyway, so, and there is the sneakers in the gymnasium squeak.
Yeah. And also the bat.
The bat?
The bat is me, yes. Like you heard it at least once when I went like I can't reproduce it without actually laughing, but
well,
it's when I wheeze, but it's like a I don't know how to put it. It's like a wheezing, but like a car engine that doesn't want to start.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That.
It doesn't turn over.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I just remembered I was like, I was in a conversation with Jojo, and we were talking about vocal range, and I was like, yeah, I did the test the other day. I was like 3.8, and then they told me, well, I think I'm like 5.1. I was like,
Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah, but like actual what?
Yeah. I mean, I am proud of the kiddo. They are exceptionally talented.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, they're going to be going places, and we're all going to be going, what, how did this shooting star come into our life? Ah, goodness. Oops.
Like I wouldn't even be surprised. I would be like, well, I'm proud.
Exactly. Huh. Let's see. This is gonna be. Yeah. Okay. So. And then also a little extra. This. Eh. Yeah. Okay, that works. Being able to mimic the symptoms of sick people around you. I mean, that may be just a really strong internal mirror. We actually all kind of technically have one of those, where we're able to kind of replicate what the people around us are doing. Some of us actually are really good, like at it's like a weird sort of. I hate to put it standardly, but like a weird sort of empathy where they're able to actually pick up on what people are saying. Okay, that's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. Let's see. I'm just kind of playing around with brushes at the moment, to be quite honest. You still with me there, Pinger?
Yeah.
Okay. You were just unusually quiet for a second. I was scared.
I just was checking things here and there.
I see how it is. I'm no longer entertaining enough to keep your attention. Is that it?
No.
Well, that's how it is, isn't it? I see how it is. Okay. Well, like I said, an involuntary response just means that you've got a really good internal mirror, one where you are literally mirroring what people around you are experiencing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the person in the chat, Pinger.
I was confirming what you were saying.
I thought you said, nah. I was like, what? I wasn't talking to you. Okay.
I was like, yeah.
It sounded like you said, nah. I don't know why I keep hearing you with these things.
I don't know.
You're like, I don't know. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
I mean, maybe you gotta check your ears. I don't know.
Wow. Wow. I see how it is. I see how you are.
But you don't hear it.
But I see it.
Again, maybe you need to check your eyes too.
I need to check my ass?
Damn it!
Sighed at the same time on my end. Lovely. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's do a little bit of this. But yeah,
Ye-
let's do a little deeper red. Alright, let's... Alright. I am trying to be good at the arts, and I love how I finally start concentrating, and it's like, goes quiet. Yeah,
I was admiring how well you can draw.
well, that's not true, though.
Damn it, just accept my compliment already!
I will not.
Joe!
I can't
You're
accept
gonna open your
compliments.
mouth, I'm gonna punch my compliment in your mouth, and you're gonna goddamn like it.
Like a whore? Is that what you're gonna say? Are you gonna call me a whore?
I said punch, not put.
I know.
That's
Hey!
forcing-
Thanks, Discombobulate. Thank you for hosting.
Ew, nice.
Alright, let's get some hair in here. Boy howdy, that sounds like an awkward sentence to say. Oh boy.
Let's get the hair in the hair.
Let's get my... into the ear. We're not putting any hair in the ear, no.
Accent.
Of course. Let's see. Okay. Well, I mean, the thing is that that's actually a psychological thing. We actually imprint on the people around us. Not everyone is able to do it in the same way that other people are able to, but some of us are able to turn our internal social mirror and use that as literally a way to develop empathy for what someone else is actually going through. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for coming on by. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, that's one of those reasons why you have people who, when they I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm also trying to multitask here. Like, when they're talking with someone, they'll mirror their movements. Like, they'll lean in the same direction, or they'll cross their legs at the same time, or they'll laugh at the same sort of things. Like, we all actually have one of those. It's one of those reasons why a way to tell that someone is quote-unquote into you is whether or not they're doing the same things at the same time that you are. Because they're paying such close attention to you that they're internalizing what they're seeing you physically do. Some people are able to actually turn that into things like experiencing their physical symptoms of some sort of malady, or being able to pick up on their subtle emotional cues and actually physically experience, oh, this person is sad. I feel this. I sense this from them. And being able to pick up on someone's sadness to the point of crying just basically means that you've got a very hyper-empathetic internal social mirror.
Is someone into your lore?
I have no idea. That's one of those things where, I mean, that'd be nice, but I don't expect it anytime soon.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, yeah, we're on the same boat there. Yay!
Yay! Wow, what the fuck just happened? I don't even know!
Oh, gee! I left so bad I turned dizzy for a second. Oh, shit.
Yeah! Okay.
Yeah!
Something hurt there. Almost, anyway. Oh, let's see. I have a text message. Oh my god. So Griffin's being mean. He is sending me pictures of donuts that he is picking up right now. From Voodoo Donuts. He's got the
Oh,
maple
no.
bacon and Oreo peanut butter donuts.
So he offers you a birthday present, and then he teases you with donuts.
He teases me with donuts that I can't have. We don't have one of those near me. So I can't have those things, and so he's being a dick. He is.
Like he usually is.
I mean, yeah. He's usually a dick, this is true. Let's see, can I? No, I cannot.
But we still love him.
For some unknown fucking reason. What?
I don't know.
You don't know, huh? You sound like you're trying to imply something, you little shit.
You're the one implying things here.
What have I implied, sir?
I'm always implied.
You're always blind?
God damn it! Fine. Make fun of my accent.
I will make fun of your accent. I need to stop defaulting to like my same favorites. Glitter spray. Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Why are you only just now picking up that there's something wrong with me?
Because I know I'm wrong. Because I know there's something wrong with me, but now I'm finding someone who's worse than me, apparently.
Oh.
Jesus.
Wow.
Anyway,
Wow.
that was a fail.
That was something that you tried. I don't know that I would call it a fail, per se. Alright,
Well, I tried and failed.
I don't know that it's quite that simplistic.
Do or do not. There is no try.
No, leave Yarge out of this. As-
Funny joke.
Alright. So, let's see about saving this. Yay. Wow. Alright, because I have stabilization on my pen.
Mhm.
And now you guys get to see my terrible handwriting and you get to know why I don't hand letter my things.
But it's a good handwriting.
I
But
don't know
it's-
if you actually got what I said.
But it's a good handwriting!
Okay, I was afraid for a second. Like that was so deformed that it was barely words.
Yeah, no.
Wow, you went robotic with me.
Yeah, no. That laugh sounded like the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh, you talking about the... Oh!
No, when you went like yeah, whatever. Like the connection was bad at this moment.
Oh no, because we've got Spellbound Prince in the chat saying that
Oh,
laugh
yeah.
sounded like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm trying to remember what hers was more like if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I've seen that movie, actually.
Maybe they were talking about me.
That's possible. I don't.
Because that's entirely a possibility. I can sound like a witch when I laugh.
I mean, I sound like a witch when I laugh. See, it's funny because I identify as a witch. See, I can see that counting towards what you're talking about, yes. Alright. Well, I'm going to take just a moment to deliver the art that I have just drawn and finished. I believe this is completed at this point.
Yay!
So I'm going to deliver that.
Yay!
Oh wait, I have an actual emote for this. So, I am sharing in my Patreon server, which is accessible for anyone who donates $5 or more on my Patreon or pledges that every single month. I have just posted this art to share with Dawn because they are actually a patron over there. And like I said, incredibly supportive, very kind person. And I'm very happy to share things with them. They are unfortunately unable to access the stream right now because their internet is not cooperating with them. It's unfortunate, and I feel kind of bad, but they're still going to get the art out of it. They're still eventually going to hopefully see this stream once it goes up, if they have time to actually sit and watch it. But anyway, so art has been successfully delivered. Alright.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished, and now to actually do the art that I came here to originally do. You see, I'm actually also still working on art for videos that are going to be upcoming on my channel. This feels like it's one gigantic fucking promotion. I'm sorry. I mean, it kind of is, but I hope you guys are watching and enjoying my videos.
Yeah.
I love the dead silence even from you. Like, Pinger, you're helping me edit some of them!
Sorry, I was like having a stomach burn. I couldn't respond immediately.
Oh, I see how it is. I mentioned my videos and you're like, oh god, my stomach hurts.
No, it came before you said it. So.
Your videos give me ulcers. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. I'm actually almost done with the art for this particular one. There is another one that is likely to be coming out sometime soon. And one where I've gotten some help with the art by a certain someone. And you will see what all is going on when that actually happens. I don't like anything I did about this table. Let's see. Okay, that and that. That's a little bit better with the perspective. I suck at the art. I especially suck at backgrounds and shit like that. Let's see.
I mean,
Really?
oh,
Your late fiance? I mean, I almost hate to ask, given some of the connotations with late. Unless that's a name. There's so many ways that the internet can make language confusing.
yeah.
Alright, let's try perspective this time. that's a cat, alright. That is a cat with complaints.
Meow.
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 Let's see. So I'm not so good at the background art as you are witnessing presently. But
Yeah.
I do try.
Well, you're succeeding.
I would say that I try. I try to succeed. There are things that I could still communicate as a whole, but I have a lot more room to grow. That's also the case. And I could be probably doing more to actually rectify my ability to do art. Let's see. That's not where I want that to be, actually. That should be fine down low. Okay.
I mean, it's lovely to me, so that's a success.
I appreciate that. I actually do.
Yay.
Let's see. So that should be good. I've got the... Alright. Trying to remember all of like the small details and things that might actually have changed between like the first iteration of actually seeing all of these things. And
Yeah.
again, this is all for a relatively short video where a lot of these details are not important, but you want to try and pay attention to those things so that people aren't left being like, well, wait, but wasn't there a bulletin board? Wasn't there something doing this?
Yeah.
And
This is why I don't do it even. This is why I don't even do backgrounds.
well, I find that, I mean, for the most part, I don't end up doing backgrounds because, let's see, there's actually supposed to be stuff behind her in this shot, for example, but I didn't actually do that. Instead, I put weirdly amount of detail into the actual computer screen, the secondary computer screen.
Okay.
So there should also be
Which is fine because since we see her like in front of us, looking at us, it's like the expression is more emphasized by like it puts an ambience around the expression you're giving her.
yeah. Well, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. I think I actually want to make this...
Let's just say that backgrounds are important, but the lack of backgrounds can also be important.
Well, yes, I agree. Sometimes you want to emphasize specific things. This is absolutely
Exactly. Yeah.
true. Actually, let's see.
Cat? How many kitty cat? Less than 10, less than 10.
I am still so amused at Griffin fucking that up. Cat?
Yes.
I'm wow. God. But if you came here expecting my art to be so truly and fantastically artistic, you know what? I should have emphasized the R a little bit more in that. Artistic.
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 You're an artist.
I have tried to be an artist. It's one of those
You're
things
still
where
an artist.
well, thank you, but I'm kind of hoping that eventually I will be able to hopefully commission people to do proper art for these videos, but I have to actually, you know, give them something to actually work with, you know?
Yeah.
And I find that, especially with original content stuff, it's actually really nice to kind of work from the ground up.
Yeah. And also it's practicing.
So this is not actually a tiny cat. This is a tiny cat figurine.
Okay.
It's a cute kitty.
It's a cute kitty! I have no idea what else to put on the shelves here. I created shelves for her to put knickknacks on. Alright. That's a thing I did, I guess. And I guess you're going to be a little bit delayed on that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Various knickknacks of witchery, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because in case you didn't know, Lorelei here is a witch. And I don't just mean because of the way she treats people, am I right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I almost did something to my voice that I would have regretted deeply. That would
You
have been
almost
bad.
broke it.
I almost broke
You
it.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Don't do it.
Don't break your voice, children. It's a bad idea. Alright.
Only professionals can do it.
Alright, let's see. Just remembering the layout of her office here. And a lot of these are things that I'm probably not going to spend a lot of detail on in the sketching stage, just to make sure that I understand what it is that they're actually going to be doing once I actually get to them. God damn. I am communicating so much with my art. La 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 la. Oh!
La 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 la.
Well, thank you, and forgive me if I know that Winter Helix is the name that you have for Twitch. It's Joy, right?
Oh joy.
I'm also terrible with names. Like, it can take me a million times to learn someone's names. Yay! I remembered your name!
You got it.
Yay! I remembered someone's name. I demonstrated a basic functionality of social correctness. Anyway.
I know the struggle, Lord. Don't worry. I have the
it's-
same problem.
I mean, it still works as a whole.
Yeah.
Just like adding shit that I've seen them have in like fucking Sims at this point. What do they have in The Sims? Oh, books. Alright. Ah, you were watching Doctor Who. You saying that Doctor Who is more important than I am?
Oh no.
I mean, he's literally got all of the time in the world. I have a finite amount of time as far as you know. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not actually seriously offended that anyone was watching something else other than me. I am hopefully a bonus and not an obligation. Okay. Ah, thank you, Joy. So this is an art piece that has, or this is a video that's going to have 17 bits of art at least. There's actually going to be a couple more after this. So who else is here? Well, right now, technically in call with me, I've only got the wonderful, fantastic PingerSurprise. I think there's some people who are looking in the chat. Hello, all of you lurkers, you lovely people, and I love you all very much, and I'm so glad that you guys are watching. I do not, for once, have the effervescent asshope, which is also known as Griffin, because he's too busy eating donuts and then taking pictures of said donuts and then tormenting me with them while I'm streaming, the dick.
Hello, Winter Alex. Hello, Joy.
It sounded like you called them Winter Alex. I was like, I don't think so.
Wait, what?
It sounded like you called them Winter Alex.
Accent!
I know! I know it was your accent. I'm just saying. It sounded like for a minute. Oh, God.
Bonjour, Winter Elix.
Wow. Also, hello, Foxy Bane. You haven't missed much. I did post the art for that I did for Dawn. Oh. Oh, sorry. I actually just checked the chat. Now, Dawn, unfortunately unable to make it, acted like you didn't know. I didn't know. Frantic typing.
Typing intensifies.
Oh, wow. Thanks for your contribution to that moment there. That's great. Thank you, Pinger. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if you saw the hesitation in my typing at some point. I was like, should I send it or not?
Yeah, I heard the hesitation, too. I had no idea that you were typing it there until you actually fucking sent it.
I wonder if Don is gonna say something about it.
I have no idea.
We don't know.
We done no.
That joke actually hurt.
Well, I'm so sorry that I have caused you pain, Pinger. I guess
You
this
don't
will just
sound sorry.
this will just have to go with the ulcer that I have caused you. Ah, that was a very mild squeaky.
Yeah. I'm used to better than that. You're disappointing me.
I disappoint everyone.
No.
That's why there are only 2 active users in the chat right now.
No.
Yes.
There's 3. You didn't count me.
You're not active in the chat, though. You're active in the call.
Does that not count?
No, that doesn't
Is that how
count.
it
That's
is?
not the chat. That's the call. 2
Is
different
that how it
places.
is?
That's how
I'm
it
not
is.
important to you.
Is that the chat?
I don't count.
You don't count in the chat because you're important enough to actually be in the call? No, oh, wow. That just was sound very condescending to anyone who's not in the call with me.
Oh, Jesus.
You're someone that I trust to have good enough chemistry with to be in call with me, among other things.
Yay.
And also because you're available, unlike that bitch who decided to run today. No, it's okay, Raven. I mean, that's the thing. You're drawing something. What a coincidence. I think I'm drawing something too. I know how much concentration it can take.
Yeah.
And if anything, I'm kind of honored that you're using my drawing stream as a background noise for what you're doing.
Yeah.
That actually is an incredible honor, especially if I am, like, given that I'm doing Ziat's thing. What did I do this time? That's not something I can summarize. But, let's see. I am actually glad to be making progress on this. There are many things that I'm actually excited to be coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Some of which some people already know about. Some of which some people have helped me out tremendously with. How many years have I been drawing? I mean, other than, like, what I've been drawing since I was, a kid. In terms of seriously, I've been drawing for at least 14 years? 15, 16 years, maybe, somewhere in that range. So, I mean, that's the thing. I have not improved at the same level as many other people who are very consistent with their art might have. I've been drawing on and off during that entire time. And I've been doing, I've done webcomics in the past. I have done, obviously the art for several of these videos. In fact, all of the ones that have gone up on my channel so far. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I have tremendous doubts about my own ability as an artist, and that's one of the reasons why like I said, I would love to be able to commission people to do it more regularly for me. And so that they could do it to their benefit. But, I figure it's on me to work on producing content that is worthwhile actually working on for other people.
But this is also why you gotta practice also yourself.
Yes.
So your lovely will be even more lovely.
Well, I appreciate that. But at the same time, I do practice fairly regularly. I'm usually doodling something here or there. Well, thank you, Joy. I appreciate it a lot.
That's good then.
But it's never been something that's come super intuitively to me. It's definitely a skill that I have chosen to develop. And I think that there are some people that have a predisposition towards being able to do art, and there are some people who develop it as a skill over time.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that both of them are equally important to getting the end result that you want.
Exactly.
You need to work hard on the things that you do have. It's one of those easy pitfalls to fall into, that when you're not immediately as good as the people that you respect and that you look up to, that it's really easy to go, oh, I'll never be that good. I'll never be able to accomplish what I want to do with this. And it's really easy to shut down at that point.
Yeah.
I'm using Clip Studio, which I think actually the sale would have passed for it. Ooh, don't do that. It was recently half off, and it does actually pretty frequently go on sale. For usually about half off. And it's basically, if you're familiar with the program, it's Manga Studio. It's just like the generic version versus the branded version. And it's literally just as good. It is incredibly intuitive for me, just as a program. I've used Photoshop before. I have used various art programs before. This has been the first one that has actually felt like I'm accomplishing shit with it.
Yeah.
Like, the sketches actually look like sketches. It's usually pretty one for one.
Yeah.
And I've always been really happy for that.
It's a great program.
It really is. Mind you, I am not currently actually officially endorsed by Clip Studio Paint, so if you'd like me to be making money for doing this, commission me. Okay, no. I mean, I may actually end up opening commissions again sometime soon, because I would like to be able to do streams like this more often, where I am hanging out and doing art for things. Technically, I have them open as we speak, as in like the doodle commissions, which if you were to contribute at least $1 to the link underneath the video as it is currently streaming, I will do a doodle request of, you know, varying quality, but usually something that I can do in the span of maybe 10 minutes or so, and I will be doing it live on the air. But
Yeah.
that is, as always, very optional and something that I, you know, would do for fun.
Yeah.
But let's see. I don't know. I just had a flashback to every sick day I ever had.
Who?
Every sick day that I have ever had. You made me flash back to it just now. I am probably going to be opening commissions soon, actually. I would like to add that onto the list. I just wanted to... I keep saying I'm going to do this, and then I put it off. The main reason for the moment for putting it off is because I actually have some work that I want...
wants stop. God damn it.
What? What?
You hesitated on some, and I completed it with memes.
Why would you complete anything with memes, Pinger?
Because I love memes.
Oh, okay. That explains it. My favorite Broadway song? I'm sorry, but that is too broad a subject for me to be able to summarize in a moment. I have a lot of songs that I love on Broadway. A lot of it depends on what mood I'm actually in. And, you know, what soundtrack I'm currently listening to. There are many Broadway musicals, never mind songs, that I absolutely love. And it is frustrating that there are so many because I love them.
Yay!
I love many things, including Disney things. I break into song, why don't you come along?
Because I'm terrible at improvising into sounds.
Well, that's a terrible thing. You should work on that.
Yeah. I have a terrible culture in like songs. Even though I do like singing, I don't know that many songs actually.
Yeah, I have...
Or if I do know the melody, I don't know the lyrics.
Which is fair.
I could probably broke into like Disney songs, but mostly in French though.
Disney songs, you say?
Disney songs, yes.
Literally, the main reason I ever got into singing was because of Disney. I got into Disney. I got into singing because of The Little Mermaid.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's also the reason why I sing sometimes.
Yeah.
Disney.
I love Disney, and it has its problematic sides, and I will always call them out for some of their bullshit. but like, I literally would not be what I am today, which is a Disney princess. Just
Yeah.
so you know, that's official, not actually official. Um, but I'm totally a Disney princess.
Yeah.
I should do Disney song covers. The problem is that I hate my voice. When I actually sit down to try and record something, I go, nope!
Dude!
And
You have
I,
a good voice!
thank you! Um, but I love to sing and I love Disney songs and I would love to do more Disney song covers, but I actually do struggle quite a bit with my voice, actually. I mean, I appreciate that. I really do, Joy. It's just still one of those cognitive disconnect things for me because I'm so used to people telling me to shut up.
Well, don't listen to them.
Well, it's one of those weird things, and I know that I've talked about this before, but up until I started doing Let's Plays for the internet about, God, 9 years ago, I honestly thought people hated my voice. And or that I was somehow obnoxious or not easy to listen to and all of that stuff. And then I started doing Let's Plays and like I kept getting all these compliments like, you've got such a nice voice to listen to. I love listening to your voice. And I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? The fuck? Do you not realize that I in fact have the sucky voice?
Trolls.
It's not a matter of being afraid to show it, is that oftentimes when I'm recording, I get a little perfectionistic, and I hear every last little flaw in what I perform. So it tends to be a huge impediment. I will say that there are some song covers in the works. As
I mean, that's
speak.
basically what happens to anyone that becomes themselves. They're their own worst critic.
Well, yes, and I realize that. I'm not denying that, but it's also that I hear every last little tonal flaw. I hear every last little detail where I'm like, oh god, I seriously fucked that up. And I know that that's not what everyone's going to hear, but at the same time, it's pretty convincing to me.
I mean, I'm same here. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I fucked that up so much. But at the same time, I get to a point that I'm like, I probably can't do better than that. I'll just send it anyway, and people actually enjoy it. So
Yeah. I've had that experience, interestingly enough, working with various musicals where I'm like, okay, well, I've got a deadline that I've got to record stuff for. If I don't get this in, like, I don't know how I managed to get this role in the first place, but for some reason they gave it to me, so now I have a deadline to meet, and if I don't turn it in by this deadline, then I'm holding everything back. So regardless of whether or not I like the sound of my voice, I'm going to turn this in. And then turning it in, and then having things come out in these songs that people then like celebrate has been an entirely new experience for me. One that I'm still kind of adjusting to. So I do appreciate a lot, folks who are giving me feedback and letting me know, that they like hearing me sing, because that's still something that I struggle with. Hey!
and this is why I'm here to be like, you shouldn't.
Thanks, Foxy Bane. Do you have a particular request for what you want to have doodled here? Because I can do that, because you just did that.
By the way, when are you gonna whore Griffin's voice for like alert boxes?
I have to figure out what I'm going to have him actually say. But, Sombras.
Sombras, hello.
Sombras, hello. I've got Pinger in here with me. In case you didn't notice
Friend.
In case you didn't notice from, like, you know, the talking thing. So, something relatively simple that I can doodle in about 10 minutes or so. You gotta tell me now. Gotta tell me now or never. Okay. Carcat and you arguing. Huh. I can try. Let's see.
Yes, hello, Sombras.
God. It's also been a while since I've even looked up a reference for this character, so... If I fuck up his hair or something along those lines, forgive me.
They're asking, is that a match?
Huh?
They're asking, is that a match?
It's not too much, no. I should be able to do this. And let's see. I should be able to do that. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. And besides which, you took the time to actually donate, so... I was just kind of... If I get quiet and contemplative, it's more just me, like, going into art mode, like, how can I possibly represent this in a decent enough way that is worth what people have paid? Carcat is a character from Homestuck. He is...
Carcat is the devil himself.
He's what I affectionately refer to as my angry little fuck bucket.
Jesus.
Well, there's good reasons to call him that.
I mean, a fuck bucket?
Yeah. I take it you're not familiar with Homestuck.
I'm not familiar with the term.
Fuck bucket, well, that's a term that I specifically use. I don't think it's necessarily within the fandom, but I use it because there's something involving buckets. And fucking.
Because there's like another term that involves something else. That is close to this one. And I'm like... Eh?
Also, why are you arguing... Why are you arguing with a 6-year-old, Foxy Bane? I'm a riot, you say?
I mean, they're not wrong.
I'm not a riot. I haven't set fire to anything today.
Sorry, I didn't get everything.
I said, I'm not a riot. I haven't set fire to anything today. Why are... Okay. I see how it is, Foxy Bane. Alright. So now you guys get to see me try to do things super fast. Which is actually not all that fast, it turns out. But several of you are going to be like, no, that's not how you... Well, I don't know if anyone actually here other than certain individuals. I cannot draw hands. We're back to that stance again.
Nobody can. Nobody can.
Yes, they can.
Nobody can. Nobody can. Nobody can.
They're dinky and they're stubby. I hate the way I draw them. And everyone applauds them. This I do not understand. This I don't understand. Drawing hands is hard. It's one of those things where it's like sort of universally accepted that we can't actually draw these things. Like, I remember even seeing a comic of someone who's like, no, celebrate all of the things that you have drawn, the things that you can draw. And it shows, like, fantastic anatomy, and it shows, you know, expressions and everything like that. And my hands! And they're like, for hands. It'll show up on the stream eventually. But, how do... quite frankly, just imagine a bunch of sausages on a plate and then arrange them as necessary.
That's basically how it works, yes.
I mean, fingers are just a bunch of sausages, really, when you think about it, with bones in them.
Yeah, I was about to say. Just 3 sausages with, just like sausages with 3
I was gonna say,
3
just...
little, like, cylinders of solid things inside.
I was gonna say,
like
just the
bend.
3 sausages. How many fingers do you have, Pinger?
Depends if I lost some.
Alright, let's see. Okay. Trying to clean this up just a smidge. You did actually pay for this after all, which, by the way, thank you very much. I appreciate it a great deal. I'm happy to do these kinds of things. If anything, it gives me good practice for just doing something fairly quick, too.
Yeah.
Which almost all of the people that I look up to as artists kind of agree that that's sort of where they get the most improvement, is literally just drawing and not caring about the end quality.
Yeah. And as we already talked about, like, doodles can actually be looking better if you finish it.
Yes. And
Just like
you know,
that drawing everything.
fingers are boned sausages. Yes. Also, I'm not sure that I have a completely updated version of you to work with, so forgive me if I get this wrong. I imagine you're...
But yeah, as I said, that drawing of Raven is a doodle that you never finished it, because if you finished it, it would not look as good in the expression.
That's the thing, is that doodles, for some reason, like the basic sketch, you get something fairly authentic out of it.
Yeah. That's why all my style revolves around sketches. Well, not actually sketches, more like doodles.
I know you said butt doodles, but it sounded like you said blood doodles, and I was surprised.
Hey, it's in my name.
Blood doodles?
No, surprise.
Surprise!
Well, fuck up.
Blood doodles.
Doodles made with my blood.
I mean,
No, actually, they're made with my sweat, but yeah. Not that I put that much effort into that, but
doo doo. I believe, sir. Oh, I believe that is a bit contribution.
yes, it is.
Thank you. Thank you for the bits.
Yay!
That is basically a new feature that just came because I only just recently became an affiliate with Twitch. Also, do you have a beard now, Foxy Bane? Or something of like, I swear that I've seen you with reference to that. Thank you. It was randomly given to me, and it took me through a grand, long process of filling out forms and then telling me this information is wrong, and so I had to go back and fill out all the forms again. But then eventually they're like, yes, this is correct now, and I'm like, yay, I have correct forms, and now they can maybe affiliate me.
Yay!
Which is actually quite nice. I mean, I'd love to stream more often if it were actually viable.
Yeah.
Oh, you shaved it off? Okay. I'm gonna guess that your style has remained much the same over the years. Let's see. Drawing hands is so easy.
You have no idea.
So easy.
I thought you were about to sing somewhere over the rainbow.
Somewhere over
Over
the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. I guess that's that.
Somebody once told me the
World was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
shed.
Somewhere out there beneath the pale moonlight. I appreciate that, Joy. Let's see. Trying to remember how to do the collar here. Okay. Trying to remember
I'm
how
gonna
to.
sing a lullaby.
I don't know.
Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques,
Dormez-vous, dormez-vous.
dormez-vous. Sonnez les matines, sonnez les matines. Ding dang dong, ding dang dong. Yay.
I actually know some of that, but
Hmm.
it's been a while.
Yeah. I can't blame you. It's not in your language.
Well, I mean, I know it's like the frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous. And then the next line escapes me, but it's all
Yeah.
good.
Sonnez les matines, sonnez les matines.
Yes, that.
Ding dang dong, ding dang dong.
Okay. flat cap? No, you may not request a flat cap. Also, hang on.
Wait.
Okay. Just 1 second. Let's see. There we go. Kerboing.
Getting
Hello.
lost in a big city is fun.
Well, welcome. You know what? I have no sympathy for you whatsoever. You taunted me with donuts.
You got that, huh?
I fucking hate you. I hate. Also, welcome Griffin to the party. Griffin has joined us in the last minute, literally the last couple of minutes of the stream, technically.
Yeah, I figured that might be the case. I apologize. I was out exploring Portland, Oregon. Rose City Comic Con was this past weekend, and so I took this day to explore and possibly look for places to potentially drop off resumes before I head back to my cabin in the woods
Wait,
tomorrow.
you want to work? What?
I know, right? It's the damnedest thing.
That is weird.
What is wrong with you?
That's a damn good question.
But, alright, so welcome to the stream. Yes, it's Griffin!
Yes.
No,
Indubitably.
gosh.
Yes.
So,
Slay.
I think... Yeah. There we go. That is a Foxy Bane arguing with a car cat.
Hold on, I need to get onto your stream so I can take a look at this masterpiece.
Uh-huh. Wait.
Let's see here.
Ah, okay.
The funny thing about big city hotel internet is that it's technically faster than what I have in the middle of the woods, but it's kind of jankier at the same time because there's
Yeah.
like millions of other people using it.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's less stable. This is true. Oh, what?
Ah,
Oh, hey! What was that?
there.
What was that?
What
What was that?
now?
Was that another doodle? Was that another doodle donation?
Yeah.
I think so.
And here I was trying to track down a way to actually get in touch with the person to send this particular doodle off to them. Oh my god.
Yeah. For screen cap, Foxy, I'm not sure what your computer is, but there should be a program called Snipping Tool that might help with that.
I have the art for you. I just sent
That
it
works
to
too.
you. I have just sent you the art.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't need the screen cap. Then.
I can usually send it to you, and if for whatever reason I don't know you on the Discord, I can usually I would ask for a PM so that I could send it to like your email or something. Griffin in a box.
Are we talking like cardboard box here? Like, are we talking like gay baby corner cardboard box? Or are we talking just
I
in
think
one of
it's like-
those weird like,
It's
companion
like
tube
Jack in the Box,
things?
yeah.
You know, you do realize, by the way, Griffin, that you have wished me a Merry Birthmas on Dawn's birthday.
It was a belated birthmas.
Yes, and I am appreciative. I was like, so this motherfucker, this little shit, sent me a birthday gift in the mail, and it arrived today while he was busy doing Portland things all day, I guess. And it came today, and it had chocolates and a book and a card, and it was very sweet. Griffin in a box. Well, you know what? Specifically because of what Griffin has sent me today, I will draw him in a box. The one he sent me.
Joy.
OG.
Ribbon and everything, huh?
Well, I can try anyway.
Yes.
But
By the way,
Hmm?
pro tip to anyone who wants to send anything in the mail: don't go through UPS before, like, just before Labor Day,
Uh-huh.
because that shit will take like an additional week to get there.
Apparently.
Let me. A little tip, everyone. Don't go UPS at all.
I was gonna say, don't go UPS, don't go FedEx, just go with the standard mail service for whatever country you're in.
Yeah.
Granted, you're gonna deal with bullshit if you're in Canada anyway, because Canada Post, it's about the same quality you can expect from UPS or FedEx, at least in terms of things getting there, like, in a timely manner. Because I have friends in like, I've sent things to Montreal and Ottawa, and it's taken like over a week, like, at least, for shit I've sent people up there to actually get it. And oftentimes they'll just like get lost, or other times they'll be stuck in customs for whatever obscure reason they can come up with.
I love how it's
Like-
taken all of 5 minutes for you to join the stream and start bitching about something.
Well, it's me.
I know, exactly. You're demonstrating
yeah,
my point.
I am cynicism incarnate. I love it already. God. I will say the benefit of driving around, like, because I found some of the places I was looking for, but like a lot of the time I was getting lost today. The benefit is you get a better feeling for the neighborhood, and you come across rare jewels. Like, I was looking for a potential apartment complex that I might be looking at for eventually moving up that way. Instead, I found Voodoo Donuts.
Which is one of the things that we've talked about eventually having to visit at some point or another.
Yeah, and there are times when temptation takes hold, and you
So,
can't really fight it.
so not
or
only
just
did
go
you
into-
not only did you give in to the temptation, but you decided that you were going to taunt me.
I mean, if it's any consolation, I've got a stomach ache now.
It's not a consolation. Why would you think I want you to be in pain, other than the times that I threatened you with pain?
Well, I guess it's not a stomach ache so much as, like, I had nearly half a pizza and 2 donuts, so I feel like filled to capacity,
Yeah.
to the point of if I ingest anything more today, I will probably
Explode?
need a hospital.
An entire hospital, not just like need to go to the hospital, but you will need an entire hospital delivered to you.
The whole thing.
Yes.
Oddly enough, hospitals were what I was looking for to drop off resumes at.
Well, yes, because you want to do the whole, science thing.
Yeah. I mean, I found the one, but surprise, surprise, they only accept online resumes, which I've turned in online resumes for that particular place, but it was suggested to me by some people who will remain nameless that I go in and turn in physical resumes anyway, and they just, at the hospital, just said, no, we just only do online applications.
Yes, see, Griffin has literally stolen their names. That's why they will remain nameless forevermore.
Yes.
Look, it's a griffin in a box.
I mean, that's about the right expression to expect, were I to find myself in that situation.
It's griffin in a box.
I mean, that is the expression of "nani the fuck," as the children say.
How the fuck did I get this small?
You're not even. How did I turn into a chibi? Or chibi, or however the weebs out there pronounce it.
Chibi.
Yes, that.
Nameless here forever. more. You've actually missed us breaking out into song a couple of times already.
God damn it.
Alright. Also, there is a good chance that I will be calling the stream after this doodle. I do want to
Which is a good
finish
thing
this.
because
Yeah, it's getting late.
yeah, it's 2 a.m. for me.
Jesus Christ, my dude.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna need some rest. And I do apologize for being as late as I was to the festivities here.
It's okay.
It's your fault.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's okay, but it's not. There's that one on the bottom.
I just love the one that is supportive, and the other one is like, it's your fucking fault, you motherfucker.
It's
Yeah,
me.
that's a
Yeah.
good definition of my friendship with Lorelai.
Yeah.
Like one minute she gets this birthday gift in the mail, the next she gets taunted with pictures of donuts.
Yeah.
It's very give and take, literally.
Also, yes, Voodoo Donuts, if you have not actually Googled it, go ahead and do so, and then hate yourself for Googling it, because it's an amazing donut shop with an amazing array of things.
Is shall I pull up the picture of the 2 samples off their menu that I partook in for the viewers to get an idea?
No, that's okay. They can see them on the actual site.
That's fair. Yeah. But for reference, I sampled the maple bacon and the Oreo peanut butter.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier.
Ah,
I mentioned it on the air because you texted me while I was on the air.
apologies.
I just googled the Oreo peanut butter. Oh god. That looks nasty.
I mean, it's nasty and tasty.
That looks nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, nasty.
Okay, so
What was the other one with the bacon thing?
Maple bacon.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
I just saw bacon and was like, yep, that must be the one.
Yeah, it's oddly good. Like,
How?
I don't know. It's again the saltiness, the savoriness of the bacon mixed with the sweetness of like the maple frosting on top. It's an oddly satisfying combination.
You Americans and your bacon.
excuse
Everything
you.
should be bacon.
Do not
Well,
shit on
yeah.
the bacon.
I don't shit on it, but you love it so much that you put it everywhere,
Yes.
To be fair,
even on things that shouldn't be there.
it's not just Americans, Canadians, and mind you, French Canadians as well.
Yeah, like
Monsieur.
when I
What did you just call it? Did you
Hey.
just say miss you? Did you mispronounce monsieur?
Hear whatever you want to hear.
I have several times, including him washing your ass at some point.
You know, certain things you don't expect or ever want to hear.
So,
I mean, you gotta cover your ass.
Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully.
you first, my dude.
hopefully to your satisfaction. But let's
God.
just see.
I do love how you draw me in your style. Just that the hair is perfect.
Oh gosh.
Yes. Why am I in a box?
Why am I in a box?
Oh gosh.
Nani the fuck?
And
That's
there
gonna
we
be
go.
highlighted.
There we go. That is going to be Mare screaming at you at some point.
I mean, I always have to get like the one in per stream.
But I want to thank you guys, because I think that's going to be it for today. This has been a lot of fun. I think it's actually been productive. I mean, I got the birthday art done for Dawn. Happy birthday, Dawn. I
Happy
got
birthday, Dawn.
some progress done on some art for some of the stuff that's going to be going on the channel, and I got a couple of doodles done for, you know, those of you who have been lovely enough to actually do doodle commission me today.
Yes. And thank you all for your support.
Yes, your support continues to mean the world to me. Honestly, like, you know,
That is awesome.
I've been blown away by how much support I've been shown, and even just things like showing up to these streams and chatting and participating and just being here is a tremendous support. And I like, it's one of the reasons why I wanted to start streaming again, was because I missed having a lot of these live interactions with folks and being able to share things like my favorite games and stuff like that. And obviously the Patreon support goes a long way too. More because, like, everyone who's become a patron has been so goddamn sweet. Like, I've had some friends who, like, I'm like, yeah, come to my server, and they're like, oh, well, let's pay, and I'm like, you don't have to, I'm inviting you, and they're like, no, we're gonna pay you, and I'm like, fuck! And, I've, you know, the support continues to be amazing, and the difference that it's made, even just in the last several months since I've just been trying to reboot and focus things on my channel again, has given me a lot of hope that I'd been burned out on for quite some time. So support is more than just the financial stuff. Support is more than just, you know, the donations during streams or things along those lines. The support also counts towards things like just leaving comments on videos or coming out to these streams, or you know, when you share the videos with people and you're like, check this out, like that, it brings such a smile to my face with every I just had someone who went through every last one of my the Dig Let's Play and left a comment on every video. And like, I saw every last one of them. I didn't reply to every last one of them, but when they got to the last video, I was like, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, I do see every comment. I see every comment that goes on to these videos. I mean, I'm not exactly inundated at the moment, but I read them, and they can seriously brighten my day so much. And it makes such a big difference for, you know, the kind of work that goes into stuff that I'm making. Some of the things you guys know about, some of the things you don't know about, things that I'm excited to hopefully bring to the table. But I really appreciate you guys coming out to watch today, and I appreciate your contributions, whether it's by commenting or those of you who are actually kind enough to actually donate. Thank you very much. And I'm going to be streaming once again next week, same time, same place, same channel, at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern on Monday. And I look forward so much to seeing you there, one way or another. And if not, these are all going to be recorded. They're all going up on the channel. They're all going to be condensed into lovely highlight streams or highlight videos, thanks to the lovely and wonderful PingerSurprise.
Yeah.
And I am excited to bring all of this stuff to you guys. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, hopefully, next week.
Have a good one, everybody.
Also, I just noticed that Griffin's goatee looks like a maple leaf.
I mean, you know, I'm not one to subscribe to the idea of fate, but...
Oh my god. Okay, that's it. Bye.